Hello and happy Vlogtober. I guess I'm doing this. So you guys voted on Instagram because I had asked if you wanted me to do Vlogtober even though we're already technically in October, and you guys said yes unanimously, which was insane because normally there's at least one person who's going against the grain. But yeah, so you guys voted for it, so I'm really excited. I thought I would share like 50 facts about me, just to kind of get to know each other, and maybe you guys can share some facts about you guys in the comments below. I would really love that, to get to know each one of you as well. So let's get started because 50 is a lot. So okay, I'm 29. Halloween's my favorite holiday. I was named after a street in North Hollywood, which is really freaking weird. Like, my mom insists, even though my mom's name is Tia, which totally seems like she'd be naming me after her. I don't know. The voting is still out on whether or not that her story is true or if I'm actually named after her. Chime in, let me know what you think. Oh, my name in Greek means princess, which I found out via Google. Thanks, Google. I'm half Italian, Sicilian, and the other half of me is like a mixture of German, Dutch, Irish, Welsh, and British. Haven't taken the DNA test, so I'll get back to you on the specifics of that. Maybe it'll change, but that's just what my family has told me. My favorite movies are What Dreams May Come and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I really like those. If you guys like existential, weird movies from the mid-late 90s and early 2000s, then definitely check them out. My middle name's May, M-A-E, and it's after my grandmother, whose middle name was also May. Sounds a little redneck though, like if you say my name together. My favorite foods are avocado, artichoke, chocolate, and cucumber. Definitely not together. That'd be disgusting. I'm pagan. In high school, I used to dress really punk. Like, I would sew my pants with floss, because back then you really couldn't get skinny jeans, and if you could, they were like outrageously expensive. So yeah, I was that non-crafty crafty person. I was also really into hardcore and like new wave music, which makes no real sense going together, but there it is. And then I also was really obsessed with wearing corsets. I'm not really sure why. Like, it seems like that was just kind of the thing to do in the early mid 2000s. Like, if you went to high school during that time, like, back me up maybe. I don't know. I feel like I know several other people who said the same thing. So, or I'm just weird. I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. Like, I'm pretty sure that you could tell by my blog and my Instagram. I'm always like looking for an in to share some more Harry Potter stuff, you know, because I'm just a huge fan. It was a huge part of my childhood. And speaking of, my favorite book of all time, if not Harry Potter, the series, I love that series. That would win every time. Other than that would be the Millennium Trilogy by Stieg Larsson, which is like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The movie was based on those books. I'm an actor. I act in a lot of indie films, and I'm also a singer. I love to sing karaoke, and I also sang in choir for years in college. That was awesome. My favorite song is Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo. Definitely check that out. It's definitely Halloween appropriate if you haven't already. And if you have, then you're ahead of the curve, my friend. I'm 5'6", which I wish I knew what the like centimeter conversion is for people who live in the UK and Europe, but sorry, I don't. Maybe Google it. I know like metric system is so baffling to people who live in Europe, but it makes sense to me. I've been dating my boyfriend for 10 years this October 23rd, which is pretty cool. We're not the marrying type, so maybe don't ask me those questions. Ain't gonna happen, sorry. My favorite Starbucks drink is not the pumpkin spice latte, it's the toffee nut soy latte, which is bomb, and if you haven't had it, you totally should, because it's delicious. And it's way more flavorful than the pumpkin spice, in my opinion. I play WoW, which is short for World of Warcraft, if you're not nerdy. I have a level 120 Affliction Warlock, and don't let that like impress you if you have nothing to do with games, because I'm not good. Even if you play WoW, if that sounds impressive to you, like, don't be impressed, because I'm not good. Constantly failing at mythics. Let's just get over that. I'm obsessed with plants, but I also keep killing them, and I'm not sure why. I keep trying to buy them, like I keep trying to make it happen for myself. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just like push through, just like muscle through the black thumb, and then eventually my plants will develop an immunity to my trying to kill them. My favorite guilty pleasure is popcorn mixed with peanut M&Ms. I've been really obsessed with this since high school, and anyone who's known me since high school probably is laughing about this because I'm sure I've turned quite a few of you onto this magical combination. And if you already know about it, then I don't know, you're a fucking genius. The most ungreen thing I do is drink Coke Zero. It's really hard to not drink Coke Zero. Like, anyone else who's really into Coke Zero, like, let me know if you've kicked this addiction, because I really haven't. I can go like days and days and days without having it, but then if it's in my peripheral, I'm like, I want it. My favorite color is forest green. I am an Aries Taurus. I'm technically a Taurus in some zodiac astrology books, and then I'm technically an Aries in others. I'm right on the cusp. I was born April 20th, and I was born at 12:05 a.m., so right on the line there. So I often feel like two different people. Fun fact that's a little creepy, and maybe you'll look at me differently, but I have the same birthday as Hitler, and we were born exactly 100 years apart. So that's super weird. And in high school and middle school, my brother took every opportunity to tell everyone that I know that I have the same birthday as Hitler. So I would basically go to middle school, and all the boys in my class would be like imitating Hitler and doing the Heil Hitler like sign to me. Super fun 13-year-old memories. My favorite TV shows are The Misfits, which is a British show. If you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu. It's amazing. You should totally watch it. And my other favorite show is The Magicians. You should definitely watch that show if you haven't. It's a sci-fi show, and it's also awesome. If you like fantasy and things that are funny, dark humor things, definitely watch it. My favorite thing to do in the fall is apple picking or going to the pumpkin patch, so I'm pretty basic white girl. My favorite Halloween costume ever was Harley Quinn. I did it in high school, and then I did it again in my early 20s. I was just really obsessed with Harley Quinn, like before Suicide Squad came out. I sound like a hipster, but I guess I'm a little hipstery. Aren't we all? I loved that costume. I just thought it was really cool. It was like one of the few costumes I actually painted and made myself, and I have a blog post about it on my blog if you're curious about how I did it, just because that's how obsessed I was with it. My favorite childhood candy was Smarties, and I was really obsessed with Smarties. Like, I would trade kids for the Smarties. Like, I really wanted them. You know, like, that's what I wanted the most. It's weird because now I'm more into chocolate, like dark chocolate, but back then, like, Smarties was my life. Like, my boyfriend won me over even in my, like, late teens, early 20s as a friend when he bought me a massive bag of Smarties for my birthday. That's a little excessive, but, you know, shit you do when you're a kid. My favorite scent of all time is petrichor, which, if you don't know what that means, it means the smell of rain on asphalt after it's rained. It's amazing. Maybe I'm just really obsessed with water because California is so damn hot and dry. And again, I am obsessed with cloudy, rainy, stormy weather. I love nothing more than for the forecast to say that we're gonna have some, I don't know, hurricane-like weather coming near us. Probably again because we don't get enough water and we're just so desperate. So when it actually does rain, even if it's like 3 in the morning, I will wake up and walk outside to see what it looks like. It's like somebody who's never seen like an orange before. Like, people in California forget what rain is like, and it is amazing because it rained the other day and it was like 1 in the morning, and yeah, I went outside and looked at it, and it was so good. Like, I was so excited about it to be raining. Like, me and my boyfriend went out on our balcony and we were like, oh, it's raining. Like, I felt like we could breathe again. I don't know. Is that ridiculous? Like, do you guys do this weird shit? Am I the only one? Let me know in the comments. 3 main fears that I have. I am scared to death of heights, and I like basically had a mental breakdown like while we were in Cancun because we went ziplining, and my friend really didn't. I don't think she understood the gravity of my fear. Like, I was having a mild panic attack while we're waiting in line for this thing. I still did it though, so I'm really proud of myself. But yeah, heights, not my friend. I'm also scared of roaches, which I don't know, I'm pretty sure that's like a clinical fear. Like, I'm just like irrationally scared of bugs. I don't know, especially that though. Like, that's something I just don't want to deal with. And then I am also scared from the guy from Insidious, not the weird cheesy clown dude at the end who's like the devil or whatever, but like the dude who looks like an Undertaker who's standing in the corner of the room. Okay, if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. it just like haunted me. I don't know why. Like this movie wasn't that scary, but like for some reason this movie became super scary after that scene. I don't know. It really fucked with me. Let me know if you've had the same fears. I'd love to not feel so alone in this. I have so many siblings. I have one full blood brother. I have one, two, two half brothers, one adopted brother, a stepsister, three stepbrothers, and two half sisters. It's a whole lot of family. It's a whole lot. My dream vacation would be to either go to Scotland or Maldives. I would love to go to either of those places, so let me know if there's a giveaway going on. I will definitely sign up. My favorite bands are AFI or Paramore, and I don't know, like, are they well known anymore? I'm not with it, so like if you could help me and let me know if it's still hip to like those things. Not that I really give a shit, but yeah, do you like those kind of bands? I don't know, like mid 2000s. Well, I guess AFI is like from the 80s to 90s to early 2000s, but they're still going on. Like they're still making music, so go listen. They're pretty awesome. And Paramore's huge now, so that's weird. But yeah, two really great bands, especially if you like alternative rock. Something that I would love to learn is acro yoga. If you don't know, acro yoga is like where like you work with a partner and you do like crazy poses. Like I would love to learn how to do that. It just looks like a lot of fun. Like just something you can do with somebody else and like gain a lot of really great core strength. I don't know. If I was to live in a fictional world, I would want to live in the world of the magicians just because I think that it's such a cool concept. It's like mixing our world with the magical world and then being like kind of side by side but not. Or like right over the top of each other but not. I don't know. To me that's really, really cool. If you've seen the show, you know what I mean. But let me know, what fictional world would you want to live in? Person from history that I most want to meet. I feel like I would really want to meet like, I don't even know. Maybe Jane Austen. Like to see if she was really legit or if she was like really stuck up. I'm just curious. Because everyone loves her books and everyone thinks that she's like the epitome of romance, but like was she really though? I don't know. But I'd be curious to ask. Ooh, or you know what? Maybe Edgar Allan Poe. That'd be kind of cool. He's kind of weird and funky. Like, I don't know. Maybe it'd be interesting to see. My favorite flower is the marigold. I really like the orange flower. I just think it's really bright and happy and pretty and brings a lot of life to things. My favorite quote is, I am not what has happened to me, I am what I choose to become, by Carl Jung. I just think that that's a great philosophy to have on life because a lot of shitty things happen to us, and I think that we tend to let them define us in life, and I think we should be who we want to be. I always get asked what I think my spirit animal is. I don't know why, like me and my friends just have really strange conversations about this stuff, but I always get asked like what my spirit animal is, because there are always people who are really obsessed with, you know, certain animal. I'm really not, but I think it's the owl, because like maybe Harry Potter and like Hedwig, like I was really into that, so maybe. I don't know. Fictional characters I identify with the most. There are several, but probably like at this phase in my life, definitely Elizabeth Bennet and Kenzie. These are all in a blog post I did. I'm gonna link it below because it's a fun post. And definitely Elizabeth Salander. I definitely relate with those characters. When I was young, I wanted to be either a dancer or a waitress when I grew up. I don't really know why. I think it's because my aunt was a waitress and she once gave me one of those order pads, and I just thought it was like the coolest shit because it was like I had the legitness now, which is really weird. Like you don't think of somebody like wanting to be a waitress when they grow up. Such a weird career choice. It's not very glamorous, but it was to me when I was 5. My favorite gift from my childhood is this really weird life-size plush cat that my mom got me. It had these weird elastic straps on the hands and the feet, so I could like strap my hands and feet in and I could like dance with this cat, because like I said, I was super obsessed with dancing and I really wanted to waltz. And like obviously my brother doesn't want to waltz with me because he's a jerk and he's like 3 years older than me. But I was really obsessed with this thing. I don't know why. It was kind of weird in hindsight, but yeah, I was super into that cat. My favorite form of exercise is either yoga or running. Running in nature though, like running on a treadmill feels so soul-sucking. I hate doing it. It's okay to do in short spurts, like 10-15 minutes, but if I have to do it for like 45 minutes, I feel like I'm dying. Not like in the health sense of like not being able to breathe, but just like my soul is dying, you know? So I prefer to not do that. But yeah, yoga is my shit. I love it. It's really mentally and physically beneficial. My favorite day of the week is Freya's Day or Friday. It's like everyone's favorite day of the week, isn't it? My favorite comfort food is my mom's fennel stuffing. It's amazing. It changes everyone's life that I've ever known that's had it. Even during Thanksgiving when I was younger and my boyfriend and I would go to my mom's house, like even his relatives who had never met my mom before, but I was always like bringing leftovers, and they'd had her food, they were like, make sure you bring leftovers, make sure you bring stuffing, because it's so good. And now that I have the recipe, I make it pretty much every year because it's like quintessentially Thanksgiving for me, and Christmas. Like any excuse I have to make it so good. Google fennel stuffing. I'm sure you can find like a really good recipe. It's life-changing. My favorite alcoholic drink is Di Serono, which is like an almond liqueur. It's like very tame alcohol. I'm not that big on alcohol. In fact, I really don't drink. But Di Serono is really mild. It just tastes like sweet almond, and you mix it with a little club soda, and it's like really a chill drink. If you don't really like alcohol, I recommend it. My favorite lip colors are berry colors. Definitely take a look at my Instagram and you'll see that I'm always wearing like some form of berry lip color. I just love the effect it has, and obviously I love fall, so it's my favorite go-to, and I keep trying to wear it even in spring and just making it happen year round. My favorite fall nail colors are gray and like dark blues. I don't know why. I like to mix them with brighter colors like orange and berry colors. I don't know. I have like a really simple color palette. Probably everyone does when it comes to fall, right? Like I don't think anybody's doing anything really original. They're probably all doing the same colors of fall. I don't know. But I'd be trying to do that in like March, so, you know, get at me. And the last question that we finally made it to is, what's my favorite month? And really it's April, the birthday month, or October, because I love Halloween. If any of these questions appeal to you, please let me know your answers in the comments below. I would love to get to know more about you guys and more about what you love or what you identify with. Definitely let me know. I'll link like relevant stuff in the comments in the description below if you guys want to go take a look at and read those. You know, for your own amusement, then definitely do that. Let me know how'd you like this, my day one of Vlogtober, and what do you want to see next? I'd love to hear your ideas because I don't know what I'm gonna do, so help me out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.